because like we've been saying, like we've got all this Gemini. I mean, Jupiter and Gemini is going to be interesting.
That'll be interesting.
We've got like just so many things happening in the next, like starting now in a yearly cycle, we've got so much happening. All the 3 outer planets are changing. Pluto's going to go back into Capricorn. Like shit's, the node's going to shift in January to Pisces. Like, you know, we have to be able to anticipate that things are going to change. And if there's anything we learned on Mission, it's like, you won't know why anything is happening.
Nope.
So don't bother trying to figure it out.
We won't know till way down the line. And we don't know everybody's contracts, and most people don't know what their soul contracts are and what they're meant to go through. But the toughest thing and the irony of being a human is that through suffering, through pain, through loss, we grow.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here. That's why we're on this planet. And it sucks, and it doesn't mean it's fun. Mom would agree with you. She's seen a fucking enough through her entire life, but this is the growth. Mom was able to evolve and embody and be who she was through tremendous pain and suffering.
Yeah.
And that's what we will take on, whether it's ailments in the body or external events that affect us. That's just how we grow. Stress is how we evolve, and that's just how it goes down here until we're out of the matrix of society.
Yeah.
So.
And until we can like transcend suffering in some capacity, like, oh, there's always going to be things we have to go through because those are the initiations.
Yep.
But we can also change our perspective of like the suffering.
Right.
Like, if we kind of transcend this idea of like everything's happening to me and I have no control, and then why did this happen, and why, like, this victim kind of consciousness. Yeah, there's going to be moments that fucking suck, like Hope said, like they just will, right? But there's also many moments where you'll come to a point where it's a choice of like, am I going to be miserable? And like, why me? Why did this happen? Oh my God. Or just be like, okay, this is happening for some reason.
And I accept.
And I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to make the fucking best of it. Those are the moments where your consciousness like leaps.
I feel I know a woman who used to do something similar to that.
You know, she had it down packed. Like that, if there was anyone who could like be in a lot of suffering, but then like somehow be also in joy, it was her. So we can do it. Like it's possible.
Fucking homie would breathe and just be like, I surrender.
Yeah.
And that would be it. And I'm like,
yeah,
damn, pretty lady. That didn't take very long. And she'd just be over it. And she'd be like, okay, this is my reality.
Yeah. I remember one time she said to me something along the lines of like, you know, surrender looks hard and feels hard, but it's actually the easiest thing.
Because all you can do is realize it's out of your control. And that's what she had to do too. And that's the irony of us embodying God consciousness is that as gods, we have to surrender.
Yeah.
And she had to surrender, and this is how we embody, and she showed us the physical way. That was her role, and that's what all we can do and share with you guys is how she walked embodiment, because we're going to have to walk that path too.
Yeah.
So, I also think this article is pretty fun, and we got a couple things for you guys today, but Aurora did mention Pluto going back into Capricorn, and I feel like it's a great theme, because this article that this woman put out is talking about Pluto at 29 degrees Capricorn, and she titled it The Last Dying Breaths of Patriarchal Extraction Culture.
So brilliant. So Pluto's going to dip back into Capricorn at 29 degrees on September 1st, and will go back into Aquarius, I believe, November 19th. So it's like 2.5 months. Yes, elections will be in that time. And I really do feel like the summer, here's the vibes. Psychosis summer for some. We're going to take the route of like magical summer. Just envision it, okay? Like magical, fun, new earth summer while everyone else is in psychosis. And then come fall, that's when shit goes down.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
We'll be refreshed and ready.
Yeah,
we'll be like, okay, we had a great summer. Now we can deal with kind of the fucking...
The patriarch's dying, we don't give a fuck. And also because, you know, what we'll see, like with the psychosis summer and all these things happening is that the energy's already coming in. And as spiritual conscious people, we have to realize this, right? So as we're going into summer, and especially after we go through the solstice at the end of June, that this energy will be prevalent through the summer.
Yeah.
So what we will see during the summer is, yes, psychosis. And why psychosis is because we are being pulled out of the patriarchal matrix.
Yeah.
So it will lead up. It's going to be this big shebang till Pluto goes back to 29 degrees Capricorn. And I pray for anybody who's having a child born between September 1st and November 19th. Oof. Because that's intense.
Yeah.
Imagine your child being born with 29 degrees.
Yeah, Pluto at 29 degrees, they're like, fuck this system, bro.
Those people, those kids are going to be, they're all going to be the Four Seasons Orlando baby.
Yes. The
Me.
Me.